Hi, boys and girls. The next couple of weeks, we're going to learn all about insects. And the first book that we're going to read is Looking at Insects by David Glover. It tells all about insects. It says, insects are small animals. They are different shapes and sizes. All insects have 6 legs and a body with 3 main parts. Some insects have wings. All insects have a mouth, eyes, and 2 antennae. Let's look at the parts of the insect. The mouth is right there, and then these 2 things on top of their head is called the antenna, and then the eyes are on either side, and the wings, usually they have 2 pairs of wings. They have a large pair, and then this one has a small pair. And then they have 6 legs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a body. They have 3 body parts, the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. Which of these animals are insects? Here's a beetle, a crab, a spider, and a housefly. Okay, I hope you guessed a beetle and then a housefly. A crab is not an insect because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs. And then a spider has 4 plus 4, it has 8 legs, so it's not an insect. It's in a different family. It says body. All insects have a body which is hard on the outside. They do not have bones. Which insects do these bodies belong to? A long, smooth body for flying fast and straight. That is the dragonfly. And then this one says a flat body for hiding on leaves. That's a leaf bug. And then a brightly colored body to warn birds not to eat it. That's a ladybug. And then the last one, a thin body for hiding in the twigs and leaves. That is a walking stick. It looks like a stick, but it's an insect. Okay, let's learn about the legs. I think I skipped a page, no? Legs. It says, all insects have 6 legs. The legs are fixed to the middle part of their bodies. Which insects do these legs belong to? The back legs with hairs on them to collect pollen. That is a honeybee. And then back legs which bend for swimming. That's a great diving beetle. And then back legs with strong muscles for jumping. That's a grasshopper. And then front legs with sharp spikes to help catch the prey. That's a praying mantis. I'll let you see all the pictures close. Okay. Let's see what's next. This is wings. I'll let you see the picture and then I'll read the story. It says wings. Some insects have wings. Some insects have more than 1 pair of wings. There are some insects that have no wings at all. Which insects do these wings belong to? Long, strong wings for flying fast. That looks like the dragonfly. And then small wings to fly in and out of flowers. That looks like the honeybee, I believe. Honeybee. And then colorful wings to attract a mate. That is a butterfly. And then wings kept in wing cases for protection. It has like a hard shell wing and then a fragile wing. That is a ladybug. There's their little small fragile wings and then their hard case wings. Okay, this one is about their mouth. It says, all insects use their mouths for feeding. Some insects eat plants. Some insects are hunters and catch small animals for food. Some insects suck human blood. Which insects do these mouths belong to? Strong jaws for chewing. Let's look at that one. Let's see if I can figure that one out. I know this one. A long tube for sucking nectar. That's a butterfly. a sponge for soaking up food, that's a fly, and then a tube for sucking blood, that's a mosquito. So then this one is the first one, the strong jaws for chewing. Okay? And the next one says eyes. Most insects have two large eyes. Their eyes are special. They can see different directions at the same time. Which insects do these eyes belong to? I'll let you see the picture. And it says, large eyes at the sides of the head to see fast-moving prey. That's probably a dragonfly. Two pair of eyes to see above and below the water. That is a whirligig beetle. He lives in the water. Tiny eyes as this insect finds its prey by smell or touch. That is a flea. And then eyes on top of the head to watch for danger. That's probably the housefly. Okay, let me check my answers in the back. It has a place in the back you can check for your answers. Let's see if I'm right. Yes, it was right. Okay, let's go on to the next one. That's just my timer going off. That's for me. We're not going to pay attention to that. This is antenna. It says all insects have two antennae. Antennas are long feelers. Some insects can smell and taste with their antenna. So which insects do these antennae belong to? It says long antenna to find food in cracks and in dark places. That is a cockroach's antenna. There's these big long antennas right there. Those big long antennas. And then hairy antenna to smell people and other animals. That's probably the moth. And then feathery antenna to find a mate by smell. And this antenna to touch others. I believe that's the ant. So let me see what number 3 is. That one's a tricky one. Now I'm on page 16. That's a moth. Okay, and then the hairy antenna. That's a mosquito. Okay, so this is a mosquito, and then this one's a moth. Okay, let's go on to our next. And this is called special parts, special body parts. It says, some insects have special parts at the ends of their bodies. Which insects do these special parts belong to? A stinger to attack enemies. That's probably the honeybee. It has a stinger on the back. A long tube for laying eggs. That I'm not sure if I'm going to go on to this one. Pincers to attack or bite enemies. That is, I believe this one, the bombardier beetle. And then a hole for squirting gas at enemies. I think that looks like the wasp. So then this one must be, this one is a long tube for laying eggs, the earwig. Okay, and then these are unusual insects. It says, this is a Goliath beetles are the heaviest insects in the world. They weigh about the same as a small candy bar. And the birdwing butterflies have the largest wings of any insect. Each wing is as big as a page of this book. So it has big wings. And then the giant walking sticks are the longest insects in the world, and they are nearly as long as your arm. And then cockroaches are the fastest running insects in the world. They can run as fast as you can walk. And that's the end of our insect book. I hope you enjoyed all the interesting facts about the insects, and I will see you later. Bye.